Hi, welcome. My name is Roxy. I am the owner and founder of newlightcandles.com, New Light Candles LLC, and this is my candle studio. I currently have it in my home right now, and this is my office where I store some of my candles. And today I'm going to take you on a tour of how I store them, and then after I'll take you in my garage where I actually make the candles. Hey, so now we're in my garage and I'm going to show you what you need to have when you start candle making. Right now I'm in my garage and here's the things that you really need when you're starting out. Right here I have a wax melter. It can hold up to 5 pounds of wax. But when you're starting out, you can do a double boiler, which is on the stove. And what you need is also you need some gloves, like a vessel that you're gonna have put your candles in to make candles. This here I got a eight and a half ounce container, and we use various sizes. Like here is an 8 ounce amber, and then I also have these are 6 ounces containers. So you also need like a scale, which I have right here. I'll show you right up close. So right now I have a scale to weigh out the wax and the fragrance oils. So you could buy one of these at the like fragrance oil companies. This is from Flaming Candle, and I got some from Candle Science, like these ones. So you would mix it with the wax. You also need some wick holders like this. Some wicks. Also, hold on, let me get that. So this is an example of some of the wicks um, that I've tested. So I use some of these so you can try these out. But you'll have to really kind of test this out with the wax that you're using and the wick, and make sure that it's burning properly. Then you need warning labels. That I place underneath of the vessel to just give people warnings in case burning instructions and stuff. You also need a container for holding the wax. As you melt it, then you'll have to pour it in here in the pitcher. It's a good idea that you have some alcohol. This is just to clean your vessels because it can be dusty. So make sure you got that. And then you also need a measuring cup. Sometimes when I'm mixing fragrances together, and I need let's say an ounce, and you're mixing some fragrances together. This is very good for your fragrance oils to measure out. You also need some kind of heat temperature. In this case, this is a laser temperature thermometer. You can also buy your a manual one. This is like another type of thermometer to measure the temperature of the wax. And then you also need something to mix the wax and the oils together. So something like a spatula. And let me show you over here. I'll show you my wax. Okay, so here is some of the wax I use. This is a soy mix, a blended wax. So this is kind of about I don't remember the percentage, but it has some paraffin in it and soy. So it is a good soft wax to mix with, and it's very pliable. And so we can, I like it. And then it comes in slabs, so it usually comes in a box like this. As you see right here, this is the wax that it came from. And so it usually comes, I buy like 44 pounds of wax every time. So it's heavy. And also, you know, if you find a supplier that's local, great, you don't have to pay for shipping. But I can't, the nearest supplier, candle supplier, is in I think it's Arlington, Texas. I live in San Antonio, so I don't think there's any suppliers here for candle making supplies. So I buy it online, and I do buy it from different manufacturers. So and so if you're just getting started with you know, candle making, this is I'm kind of like in the third year, close to 4 years in candle making. So I've decided to, you know, make it from a hobby to a business. And I decided on that pretty early, maybe like 6 months. I'd say, like, going into it. I like, you know, it was very relaxing. So I thought, you know, how is it just selling online or in person at markets? I usually go around in other markets, pop-ups, events to sell other, you know, my candles. And so it's a great hobby to get started with. But I've accumulated so many oils throughout the years. Like, you know, I have like you can see a whole bunch of oils here. And then I have boxes and boxes of containers. And I also make, you know, I buy my labels sometimes. And I also make my own labels. So you can do that to cut down costs. So here's some of the labels I've made. These are so much of the containers. I use different types of containers, like you know, the straight-sided glass jars. I get it all from all companies. Uline Uline is a good company. They're really close to Texas, so um, I do buy from them because the shipping, they ship to you so fast. and and it's in 24 pieces. So it's like, you know, and it comes with the jar lids and everything. And oops, sorry about that. But anyways, this is where I work. This is where I make most of my candles, in my garage, on this table. And I've, you know, I have samples that I give out to other companies. Um, Here I work with spas. I work with other, you know, I work with other boutiques in the area. So yeah, if you are ever interested in learning more about candle making, yeah, so contact me, and, you know, comment below. And this is part of my process. But I just thought I'd show you around my candle studio. And it's in my garage. So I mean, if you have the space, right? If you have the space to like do this type of thing, I mean, I encourage it. I like it. And yeah. So thank you for stopping by and watching my video. Really appreciate it. And if you like this video, subscribe and like this video and share it with others. All right. I will talk to you guys later. Bye now.